What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. So in today's video, I wanted to show you how you can trade the flips of support and resistance levels. Okay, so before we get into the charts and I show you how to trade all these levels, let me just cover a few points on a slide. Okay, so obviously all of you know that broken support becomes resistance and broken resistance becomes support, but not immediately. That's the thing. Okay, so point number three, I explain how many first retests are just traps. Okay, so many times it happens where we have a resistance, it breaks it, and it's just a trap. Okay, it's just a fake out, and instead of retesting the resistance and immediately becoming support, it just completely fails, manipulates the resistance highs, and then just collapses completely, and the opposite for a support. Okay, so what I like to see is when price breaks, for example, the resistance, I'd like to see a reaction first of that resistance and it actually showing and confirming that it becomes support, okay, and then trade the retest of that. So let me show you on the charts what I exactly mean. So let me just draw it real quick so you can have a better understanding. So let's say we have resistance over here. Okay, we have this whole area which is resistance. So once price breaks this level, many people obviously will try to breakout, and yes, I also have breakout trades and I have rules for that. You should check out some video on my channel which I cover in depth how I trade the breakouts. But many people would just immediately enter right here the first time it just enters this resistance level that potentially could become support, which is a break and retest strategy. And yes, it can work if you have rules for it and all that. I'm just trying to explain to you how I personally trade these support and resistance flips. Okay, so many people will just immediately enter here on the break and retest, stop loss somewhere here, target whatever, and then price just collapses from here. So to avoid this kind of loss, what I like to do is I wait for price to retest this level, show some reaction first. Okay, the reaction doesn't have to be massive, but it can be just any sort of reaction on like a 15-minute time frame, 30-minute, 1 hour, whatever. Okay, just a higher time frame, not just a 1 minute, but like a higher time frame reaction where you can see that price might be trying to respect this level now as support. Then I would just wait for price to come back to this level, and then I would try and find confirmation to enter long. Okay, this is for me personally a safer way of trading it. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed. Price could obviously completely collapse from there, which is just part of trading. But for me, this is a safer way of trading these flips of support and resistance. So obviously, I just covered the resistance here, but the same thing would happen for support. If you have this support level here, then I would just wait for price to break out here, retest it, show some reaction, show that there's actually sellers stepping in into this level, and come back and then short here, okay, and basically trade the retest of it instead of trading the first reaction. So let me get to the charts and show you actually some examples. So as you can see here, we have this massive zone. Okay, we have this resistance here from a couple of days of price action, 2 days actually, and you see price hasn't really retested it. It broke over here, but it didn't retest until right now actually. And as you can see right here, we're on the M15 time frame. It came in and had a decent reaction from it. Okay, so you can see the whole move was a little over 15 points. Okay, and now price is coming back. So this for me would be a valid area to be looking for longs right now. So because you can see that buyers actually stepped in here. Now, obviously, if you would try to trade the first retest here, in this case, yes, it might have worked out, or it might be a break-even trade depending what time frame you use to enter, how big your stop loss is, where your target is, all that stuff. But for me, it would just be safer to first see this reaction, wait for price to come back, and then see confirmation and then trade the second move. Okay, that's just a lot safer in my opinion. I have another zone marked up here. We have some small resistance, as you can see right here. I have this whole resistance area here, not the cleanest, but you can still see it is resistance. Price broke it, didn't really retest it, was very choppy, and then all of a sudden price retested it for the first time. Yes, again, you can enter right there, okay, and you can have 12-point move, which is still pretty decent, but all in all, it's still a small move, right? And then price comes back for the second time after you can see on the first time that the buyers have respected this broken resistance now and may potentially be support. And I would just look to enter here on the second time, on the second retest. And this is where I would be looking to enter somewhere here, obviously on a lower time frame, if stop loss is below. Then I would target these highs or these highs, whatever you want to target, okay? And then usually the bigger move happens after the second touch, okay, guys? Because you really need to be careful. Like I see here, for example, I see resistance. You can see that price broke the resistance, okay, and then retested it for the first time, but then price didn't go anywhere. It didn't show any reaction to the upside. It was just one small bullish candle, and then price dropped back again. So this would be a fake out of a resistance, okay, where basically you would have a loss here. Obviously, there's you will have losses using this way as well, waiting for the second retest, but it just will be a lot less, right? So your win rate should be higher if you just follow this rule, because these fake outs actually happen quite often in support and resistance levels, and it's really something that you need to be careful about. As you can see right here, we have another one. We have resistance, highs, highs, highs. As you can see right here, price broke it and retested for the first time. No reaction of buyers. And then instead of entering right here, you would just need to wait for a reaction first to the upside after the retest, and then come back down again, and then a reaction. As you can see here, this is another fake out, just like happened with this resistance right here and this fake out. Okay, so here you can see we have the resistance, we have the fake out, and then price collapses again completely. And where does it collapse to? To that same area that was previous resistance that turned into confirmed support, and it came back down once again and had a nice move up again from the same support level. So this was basically the third touch, and the third touch was even bigger than the first or the second touch. Okay, so to avoid all these fake outs, I recommend you guys start looking into waiting a bit when the resistance or support is broken. Wait for first retest, wait for a reaction, and then maybe look to enter on the second retest or on the third retest when price actually confirmed that this level now is new support, new resistance. Okay, guys? So anyways, hope you found this video helpful. If you did, leave a like or subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments down below and I will get back to you for sure. Okay? So anyways, guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.